All right, today I have my daughter's 2017 Toyota Camry XSE in here. What I've been doing is trying to locate an air conditioning leak in this, and I'm quite certain it's the AC condenser. Now, Toyota's air conditioning systems are flawless. They usually work perfectly, almost forever. That AC has never leaked. It's always blown ice cold. But problem here is we bought this car used and it had some front end work. It's had a headlight done. And also it did have an AC condenser done. It's a TYC condenser. I don't know if you can see that down there. I've not had a problem with TYC products, but I charged it, so I kind of relied on that. So it started to blow warm again. And the funny thing with the dual climate control on these vehicles is that once it gets low on charge, it blows warm out the driver's side and cold out the passengers. So why it favors that side, I'm not quite certain, but that's what happens. So I got it in here again. I evacuated it completely, added a good amount of dye to it. And what I found was there's a little bit of a leak from the AC condenser. I'm going to try and hold my glasses up to this, my special dye light glasses, which I have in here, and see if I can show you what a leak looks like with UV dye in one of these. Now I'm throwing this video out there. It's not going to be much of a how to replace the AC condenser. I'll do a little bit on that, but what I want to do is get the condenser out of there. For those of you who don't know what the condenser is, it looks like a radiator in front of the radiator. And I'm going to look at that in the dark when I get that out to see. I know I can see some dye right up in the front. It's a very slow leak. It takes about 3 weeks for it to start to blow warm again. Not completely warm, but it does. And you got to know, you have to have patience on your side. When you have an air conditioning problem, you bring it in. Usually 9 times out of 10, it's a slow leak. If it's a slow leak at the AC compressor shaft, sometimes you can recharge that and be fine for a couple of years, you know, but not in this case. And I looked all around this thing. What makes it difficult with the AC light is that everything through those glasses looks like it has dye on it. Specifically, the dye has a distinct color to it when you look at it through the glasses with a UV light. So I've already got that cowl off on the ground, and I'm going to pull this upper core support off. I am going to pull the bumper off of this so I can get it to connections down at the bottom, and I'll see you then, okay? So I have the bumper off my daughter's car. I'm going after this AC condenser, and I took a closer look at it with my dye light and glasses, and I can see it does have a leak down in this area, but tried to put my glasses in front of it and film it, record it, and for some reason the camera won't pick it up. I guess something to do with the ultraviolet light and the camera screen or whatever. But so I'm going to go after this now. I got to get this out of the way so I can get to the fittings, and want to take a look at this condenser a little bit closer. All right, here we are in my compressor room, the darkest place in my shop when I shut the door. So I'm going to turn my dye light on here. I'm going to show you what we found. Now you can see the black light, ultraviolet light, and you can kind of see where the leak was coming through, but I'm going to take my yellow glasses and put them in front of this camera here, and you can clearly see where it was leaking. Now, this took some time, a couple charges to find it, and it was really getting me frustrated because I was thinking it might be an evaporator, and I did not want to pull a dash out of my daughter's car, nor do I really have the time to do that. So over time, you got a slow leak, your AC system will decrease in performance. And the best thing you can do is locate that leak and fix it. You can evacuate it, recharge it, evacuate it, recharge it, you know, when it discharges. But what a lot of people don't realize is when they do that, And if it's losing refrigerant, it's losing oil. And if you don't replenish that oil, you could lock up your compressor. So you got to be real careful with that. And a lot of the cans that you go out and buy in the stores, AutoZone, wherever you might get it, any parts store, when it says R134A plus, that means it has a leak repair in there. And if I know somebody put that in their AC system, I won't suck that into my AC machine. I just won't. I don't want to ruin it. Maybe I'm being overcautious, but I can't really afford to destroy it. Same thing with R1234. You know, if there's a plus at the end of it, it's got a sealant, which isn't a really good thing to have. But anyway, if this is have you better understand what happens when your AC stops working and what is done to try and find the leak, this is it pretty much. I've actually seen guys use a spray bottle with soap to find where the pressure loss is while it's running. Some leaks can be very hard to find, especially like AC compressor shaft seal. Those can dry out, those can leak past. But if you have an evaporator leak, you know, you're going to find that at the drain tube if you put dye in, and you're going to see it dripping out, which is something I guess is really common today with 1234 systems, which I don't have a charge station for one of those yet. I'm sure I could get by with what I got. I have another vacuum pump I could evacuate with. But anyway, if this is better, had you better understand what's involved with finding an air conditioning leak, here you go. If you like it, please do so. If you want to subscribe, that'd be even better. And I welcome any questions you have and positive comments, please. Have a good night. Stay cool, my friends. See ya.